possible countries here, like Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana. They're possible. On the other side of things, like South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, maybe Somalia. So that's kind of our options here. Also, of course, like maybe like Mauritania, Mali, and like Burkina Faso or something like that. It's tough. I feel like a Zambia guess right here would pretty much get us the points we need. I'm gonna go for that. Let us see if we can break this 20k. What is going on, guys? It is Zigzag here, and welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Today, we are back on A World Without Google Car Meta, one of my new favorite maps on GeoGuessr. Essentially, we have all the countries of the world instead of the ones that are normally just included on Google Street View, and there will be no Google Car Meta to help us out. It'll all be based on the clues around us, and that always makes things very fun, very difficult, and it's always fun getting those countries that you don't normally get. Before we get into the video, we are extremely close to getting 1,000 subscribers now, at which point I can monetize the channel. So if you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button so we can get to 1k. Alright, so let's get into things and see what kind of rounds we get. I'm going to say a minute and 30, just because I'm aiming for a high score. We got 16,000 last time. This time, 20,000 is the aim. Not sure if that's going to be possible, but I hope it will be. So here we are in a rather tropical climate. We have some stone buildings, and I noticed this, it says Sintes, so seeming maybe more like a Spanish-speaking part of the world. In terms of the, ooh, now that light kind of looks like a Thai light, but I don't think we're in Thailand. Okay, so the sun appears to be to the south. We should be in the northern hemisphere here, and it definitely feels more like Latin America than Asia to me, mostly just because of the Sintes and because of the painted front of the building here. Painted front of the building is definitely a Latin American kind of thing. So in terms of where, I think northern Brazil is possible, Venezuela, Colombia, or anything in the Caribbean. So, I mean, Asia is still an outside chance here. I still just prefer somewhere in the Caribbean or something like that. So I think I'll go for... It's actually kind of a tough ask here. Maybe I'll go for Venezuela. I actually don't mind Venezuela. Let's go for Venezuela on this island here and see how we end up. And no, this was actually in the Maldives. So kind of feel a little bit disappointed with that guess. I mean, obviously 0 points is no good, but the Sintes I thought must mean that we would be in like a Spanish-speaking country. But no worries, we'll start again. That is not going to help us get to 20k. Okay, so next one, we actually have some Google coverage here, which is interesting. This is rare because we have a little bit of an antenna here, even though it's generation 4. And normally you'd only get that in Australia or Turkey, but this is neither of those countries because we've got this blue and white turning arrow here. So I think this is just France because of that arrow. Those poles, I guess they're looking French. Actually, perhaps not. This highway marker might actually be a Portuguese one, I think. Also, does Portugal use blue and yellow, white and blue arrows as well? I guess they might. Can't see that number plate. This kind of looks more like a Portuguese pole, and this thing, I think, this like Austrian flag thing, I think you do also get in Portugal. So in terms of where, I'm guessing it would be fairly northern. I'm going to guess up near Porto. It's fairly flat though, that's the problem here. Maybe it's just going to be in the Lisbon area. Because Portugal's a pretty like hilly country, so I'm surprised by how flat it is. So I guess we'll just go there. We'll see. And no, it was France. So those poles were quite Portuguese looking. We have not picked up a good score here. I think we'll continue though. At least it wasn't a 0 score, right? So here we are in Vietnam. You can easily tell because of the language. And then also we got the bike rider's helmet here as well. So Vietnam will often tell you where it is. There'll often be something on the signs that will tell you what city or something. Cho Con or something. So if only there was a business here, that would really be helpful. Okay, we have businesses. That's kind of unfortunate. Normally in Vietnam there would be somewhere to tell you where you are. But given that there's not, I guess we'll just go Ho Chi Minh City. Let's check it out. And no, this was up in the north in Haiphong. So yeah, we are still on a rather low score here, unfortunately. Not going to be the 20k game this time, but that's not to stop us from getting a good score anyway. Here we are in a very northern part of the world, presumably. Whereabouts? My first instinct was North America, but now I might be thinking that this is actually European. Can't actually see any buildings or anything. That would be the biggest deciding factor. These trees, they're hard to say, honestly. It certainly could be North America, certainly could be Europe or even Central Asia. Oh, a house. Yeah, maybe Turkey? Maybe right up in the mountain ranges in Turkey. Based on that house, I mean, you can't really see it, but it's kind of a small house, so I'm gonna guess here. Why not? This was actually in Afghanistan, so not a terrible guess, not a good guess either, though. Pretty interesting location, like very snowy, very wintry. Looked actually quite beautiful, but yeah, you do get beautiful, I'm not gonna look down. You do get beautiful scenes in Afghanistan for sure. So we're driving right-hand side of the road here. Ooh, it's very low quality. This should be Brazil with this pole. I'm not sure what poles they use in Paraguay, but it should be like Brazil or Paraguay or something like that. In terms of the language, Fendo, yeah, nothing's readable, unfortunately, so I think we just have to go Brazil here. But I'm going to hedge it. We're going to go right here. Yeah, it's decent. Oh, it is Paraguay. There you go. I thought it kind of looked Paraguayan. And sure enough, we were on the other side of the border. So maybe they use Brazilian poles over in Paraguay. Of course, in the other South American countries, they don't use Brazilian poles. Occasionally in Ecuador, they use similar ones. But yeah, we have not been going too well so far. Okay, the Whopper. Where would this be? Seems like an Asian country to me so far, but that's not a dead cert. Okay, we have a green number plate here. We have like really short number plates. Does it say like TA or something there? Seems to like say TA on the number plates. VA? YA? It's something A, I think. So in terms of what else we have here, Nam Air, so maybe Vietnam. We have some Chinese symbols here, presumably. Gourmet Deli. Ooh, we should be able to get this. There's enough clues to certainly get a good one here. Timor Plaza. So maybe we're in East Timor. Oh, it might be TL for Timor-Leste. That's possible. The Chinese symbols, though, that will be rather confusing to me. Okay, is Timor-Leste too dry for this? Where is the capital, actually? Dili? Okay, we could be there. Somewhere up here, perhaps, where it's a little bit more built up and a little bit more commercial. I don't know, I'm not confident with that, but it certainly could say TL. Yeah, it might. It kind of looks like YL as well, though, so just thinking in the last few seconds here of other possibilities. Brunei? That's all I can think of other than this. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, we're right. Okay, so we were actually over here in the plaza. So luckily it said Timor, otherwise I probably wouldn't have got that. But there were plenty of clues, and we ended up with 14,000. So let's head straight into another one and go for, what do we want? We definitely want 20,000. So we're on a one country streak as well, of course. Okay, so this round, okay. So what do we got? Ooh, I'd love to read that. You can't quite read it. Feels kind of Asian or Middle Eastern here. We are on a sea to the north. We have like concrete poles. That's cool. The curb is quite stony. Oh, interesting. We should be like it kind of feels Middle Eastern. Could be like Lebanon or something. That's what I'm feeling so far. Could be like Lebanon or Syria or Cyprus or something like that. Israel even, maybe. Maybe Egypt as well. So I think that might be Latin alphabet there, not quite sure. Ooh, red, white, black. Could we be in one of the countries that uses red, white, black on the flag? So I think that would be Syria or Egypt. Out of the countries we were thinking of. Sea to the north, could be Iraq too. I'm kind of like thinking Egypt is not actually a bad shout here. Although they would be using They would be using Arabic over there, so I guess that is kind of the question here. Although with the sea to the north, I don't mind that, actually. So I'm actually going to go for Egypt here. Could be Iraq, could be Syria. But I actually think this clue here is going to be the Egyptian flag or one of those Middle Eastern flags. And this architecture fits as well, I think. So let's see. And yeah, that's decent. It is actually Syria, so I was right. Maybe it was a bit too green to be over there, although in the Nile Delta you would tend to get at least decently green. But yeah, that was Syria, so it actually looked like a pretty nice place. And we get a decent score to start off with, so can't complain. Okay, so next one, Island Farm. We're speaking a lot of English here. Cold beer, spirits, island spirits. Okay, so we're on some kind of island. Blue number plate. Ooh, that is interesting. Farm parking, yellow number plate, blue number plate, yellow number plate. Okay, we are somewhere quite obscure here. In this house. Okay, so let me think. I think it's a US overseas territory, perhaps. Feels like a Pacific island to me. So, in terms of possibilities, I'm thinking Hawaii is possible, but with the number plates, I'm kind of doubting it. American Samoa is possible. I do think American Samoa is quite possible. Not really sure if it would be this flat. As for other ones that are possible, Guam or North Mariana Islands, I'm not really sure about these number plates though. It definitely looks like that part of the world though, so do I want to hedge it or do I want to go for the American Samoa option? Just trying to think of similar looking ones. It kind of looks like Christmas Island, and that's actually a similar latitude. Like the vegetation and everything looks similar, so at least there's that. Surely it didn't say anything that's actually going to tell us here, but I think it is a US overseas territory, so let's find out, shall we? Yeah. No, this was in, okay, this was in... Now, who owns this over here, actually? Surely, it's owned by the US. So, I'm actually not sure what this is all about. Is that part of Florida? Or is it part of the Bahamas, or what? I'm actually not sure. Maybe it is Bahamas over here. That would maybe make sense. Although the, what was I going to say? Oh, the number plates, yellow and blue. That would make sense, actually. But the... Oh, I lost my train of thought. The phone number looked quite American to me. Anywho. Here we are on another Pacific island, perhaps. Are we going to go Bahamas again? I don't know. Very green on either side. Kind of feels like Malaysia or something to me. You definitely see things like this, although with the yellows in the middle, perhaps not. These yellow reflectors in the middle are quite curious. Oh man, this is tough. I don't know what I think here, to be honest. Yes, we're driving right-hand side of the road, so we can rule out... Yeah, we can rule out Malaysia, we can rule out Indonesia and all that kind of thing. If this is American Samoa, I'm going to be mad. No, I don't think it is, but... well, it is hilly, so... Am I going to guess the same place twice in a row? Go for the good old double-double? I don't think so. I'm just trying to think of any other possible places. This map is so hard. Very hilly. What type of car is this? Can't make it out. I'm going to go for a similar type of area. If this is a Pacific island, I'm going to be kind of mad, though. Let us go for one that's hilly. Let's say Guadalupe. Why not? So this was actually in Palau. Okay, that's cool. So Palau's actually looking quite pretty there. And yeah, with the right-hand drive, we were actually near Malaysia and Indonesia. So maybe I should have gone for something like that, given that that's what I thought. But we earned another point. So this video is not quite going as well as the last one, I feel like. But that's okay. We're still learning. We're still learning, especially with those number plates. Okay, so we have a church here and a lot of buildings that appear to be African, perhaps. But we're in a country that at least has some Christians, so that is interesting. Not going to be too far above the Sahara. Yeah, we got tuk-tuks. Unfortunately, the quality is a bit too low, I think, to be able to get any distinctive clues about the language. We have a yellow number plate here, though, so that is interesting. A lot of stone structures. This could still be the Caribbean, actually. Just the stone structures certainly could get them in Africa. It's just not so familiar to me. Lots of palms as well. So, like, one of the West African countries is still possible. It just feels very coastal. Like, because we've got, like, the sand on the ground here. Interesting. We got the hand there. That's strange. Somewhere over this side of the country seems less likely. Maybe, like, Gabon would be possible. Equatorial Guinea, also possible. I think we might be somewhere in this area of the world. Otherwise, it's going to be Caribbean. Let's go Equatorial Guinea. Let's go Equatorial Guinea in Bata. And no, this is in Madagascar. So, yeah, it makes sense because I couldn't actually really figure out what was the deal with this place. Like, it looked just a bit strange to me. And sure enough, we are on a tiny, tiny town in Madagascar. An interesting place, but we get almost no points for it, despite being on the right continent. And here we are in some more official coverage. Double yellows in the center with these warning guards. It should be somewhere in Taiwan. And in terms of Taiwan, maybe it feels like central northern, so I'm going to go there. I'm pretty bad at guessing Taiwan, but yeah, that's a decent guess, and we end up with, well, we got most of our points right there and right there, so not a good one. So let's head into one more and try and redeem ourselves. It's all about the redemption arc, guys. It can only go up from here. That was a bad round, 8,000 points, no good. But I think the videos where I kind of fail a bit, people tend to like them anyway, so it's cool, it's cool. Here we are in the US, I can say that much, probably. Plaza de Nadi. Okay, maybe not. I mean, these cars looking quite American to me. We got blue number plates there. Probably in California, I would say, actually. Just kind of looks like Cali. So let's see. Pre-order your Father's Day gift baskets at La Grota, certified Angus beef. Okay, okay. Automatic doors, caution. Yeah. Okay. And an Esso, petrol station there. So, not too many distinctive clues to go off of here. We got the blue number plates. I mean, like, the California plates do have blue on them, but they have a bit of red at the top, and these ones don't. So that's rather concerning. And we can't see any front plates, as so often is the case. It's just that every car that's possibly seen here has the front plate blocked. So it's quite annoying to me, really. Blue number plates, okay. So this kind of thing looks kind of like Las Vegas-y, but yeah, it's too green out here. I might just have to go LA. I think I might have to do that, unfortunately. We have a Tesla over there. This was in Winnipeg. Oh my gosh. Canada. Seriously. I mean, it was very green, but wow, I was not expecting it to be in Manitoba. Okay, one more try. And let's hope we can start this one off a little bit better. Okay, will it give it to us? Yes, it will. Paris Gap. Okay. Driving right-hand side of the road. Free up. Something about spirits there. Black number plates. Okay, okay. Feeling... Ooh. Still plenty of options. First Avenue is the type of thing you might get in the US or something. But this doesn't look like the USA. So maybe... With a black number plate. Something Caribbean, I think. Yeah, should be Caribbean. With the black number plates, I'm not really sure though. So I don't think it's going to be like Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico. What about US Virgin Islands? I mean, that seems pretty possible, I feel like. Up here as well, maybe? Yeah, I feel like this is a decent shot. Apart from that, there's not really much to say here. It's there's plenty of options, but I do think we're in the right area, at least with the English ads and the First Avenue. So let's see if I'm correct. And yeah, we're in Barbados, so a decent start to the round, and we were in Bridgetown there. So actually looks like a decent spot to live, not too bad. Definitely has some American vibes over there. Next one. Okay, we got quite a bit of Asian writing here. Oh, maybe this is China, actually. It's gonna be... Should be China. I was thinking to myself, it could be Japan, but especially because KFC is really popular over in Japan, but seems to be rather too green. Could this be a Hong Kong taxi? I feel like they do have red taxis in Hong Kong, So maybe I'm leaning that way. I mean, the fact that it's very built up and that there's a lot of palms could fit Hong Kong. And it also looks quite wealthy. So I think even if it isn't Hong Kong, we're probably in like the Guangzhou kind of region as well. So yeah, I think this is actually a decent shot. I mean, Hong Kong has so many people, and yet it's so densely populated. It's quite crazy. I mean, when I say it's so densely populated, they have swathes of land that they don't use. And then a lot of land in here where like there's just thousands and thousands and thousands of people living. Let's go over here. I don't mind that. And yeah, we're 26 kilometers away in Hong Kong, so at least there's something good to come from this round. And yeah, I recognize that taxi. I've never been to Hong Kong, but I did recognize that green one, red one, maybe from a movie or something? I don't know. So we've got 5 stripes on the crossing sign here. We are in Europe with the yellow number plates. We should be in the Netherlands here, although it doesn't look typical Netherlands, which is curious to me. But yeah, if we're using front yellow license plates, should just be Netherlands. Oh, hold up. That's why it doesn't look like Netherlands, because I think this is actually going to be in Luxembourg. The clue is that we don't have any exposed brick. We don't have any like red brick buildings, and we would otherwise if this was the Netherlands, I think. Also, maybe a bit too hilly. You can't really see it, but like this house is kind of on a hill as well. Now I'm less sure. That language is kind of German looking, so maybe we're on the German border? I don't know, it's this one's a bit risky actually. Yeah, let's go in one of these German sounding towns. I still think that like this looks much more like French architecture than it does like Dutch, so let's go for that. Oh yes, we are right on the border like I suspected, and we pick up a good score, so we are on track for that 20k, guys. You know, smash like right now if you're rooting for me to get there. And we have flags. This is good. Okay, so we have Cyrillic and we have Asian-looking people. So this should be Turkmenistan, and we're probably going to be in Ashgabat, right? With this flag, this is the Turkmenistani flag, I believe. Let me think now. No, is it Tajikistan? Let me think now. Tajikistan, Turkmenistan. Just trying to think what either of them are. Let me see if I can read any of this. Tajikistan. It starts with TA, right? So I think even in Cyrillic you'd have TA the same way, but I can't read the next letters. But yeah, it must be the Tajikistani flag. I hope I'm not wrong there. My flag knowledge, I like feel like it's so good in my head. And then when it gets to the actual countries, I can't remember. But we should be correct here. I'm not going to look down at that. Oh, gosh, so close. The way the people look as well, maybe more East Asian than Turkmenistanis would. So I think that's a decent guess. There are actually quite a lot of big towns in Tajikistan, but let's see if we're correct. And, okay, yeah, we are in Tajikistan. Good. We were over here in this city. And we pick up good points again. So all we need is 2,500. I think just 2,500 here on this final round, and it's a tough one. Oh no. Okay, at least we have an African guy here telling us we probably will be in Africa. Also, probably could have guessed that anyway because it's quite dry and quite like savanna looking-ish. And so we want that 2,500, right? I'm thinking possible countries here like Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, they're possible. On the other side of things like South Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, maybe Somalia. So that's kind of our options here. Also, of course, like maybe like Mauritania, Mali, and like Burkina Faso or something like that. It's tough. I feel like a Zambia guess right here would pretty much get us the points we need. Yeah, he's interesting looking. I can't pick up where exactly I think he'll be from, but it is interesting. It is certainly an interesting location here. So will it be possible? I'm going to go for that. Let us see if we can break this 20k. Come on, baby. Surely. No, it is over that side of the country where I thought it might be. Yeah, I said Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso. It actually ends up being Senegal. And that is rather disappointing. I was kind of confident there, but maybe where I guessed was too green. I mean, it was kind of between the two deserts, so I thought I might have still a decent shot there. Not to be. Senegal, near the Gambia, and we were right in the middle of nowhere. There's no roads even anywhere near to there. You have to walk a good couple of kilometers to get to any roads at all. So completely desolate. And there you go. That's the fun of the map, though. We get 17,717. My best ever score on the map. So there's definitely that to be happy with. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 decent guesses here. Particularly happy with the Hong Kong and the Luxembourg. And yeah, there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you very much. I always appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a video soon. Stay tuned for a video tomorrow, really. I've been uploading every day, and I plan to continue doing that. So yeah, I'll see you soon.